Imagine gazing up at the night sky and spotting not one, but two moons orbiting our planet. Sounds like the stuff of science fiction, right? But here's the jaw-dropping reality. Earth is about to play host to a temporary cosmic companion for the next few decades, and astronomers are buzzing with excitement. This isn't a full-fledged moon, though. It's a quasi-moon, a fascinating phenomenon that's sparking debates about what truly counts as a satellite. Stick around, because this celestial visitor could change how we think about our place in the solar system. And yes, it might even challenge your ideas of what's normal in space. According to recent astronomical insights, an asteroid dubbed 2025 PN7 is set to become Earth's quasi-moon, sticking around until 2083. This revelation comes from a paper published last month in IOP Science, shedding light on how these objects interact with our planet in ways that seem almost magical. For beginners, think of a quasi-moon as a cosmic tag-along. It's not a true moon that orbits Earth directly, but it follows a path so close that it appears to dance around us from our vantage point. Phil Nicholson, a distinguished professor of astronomy at Cornell University, explained to ABC News that quasi-moons aren't actual moons at all. Instead of circling Earth like the moon does, they trace their own loops around the sun, much like ordinary asteroids. The key difference? Their orbits are eerily similar to ours, allowing them to hang out with Earth for years or even decades. Picture a wolf shadowing a group of ancient hunters, scavenging for leftovers without truly joining the pack. It eventually wanders off, just as this asteroid will. Zoe Ponterio, who manages Cornell University's Spacecraft Planetary Image Facility, told ABC News that the illusion of orbiting stems from our perspective here on Earth. The asteroid's path is elliptical or oval-shaped, meaning it sometimes edges closer to the sun than we do, speeding up as it does, and at other times drifts farther away, slowing down. This back-and-forth passing creates the appearance of it revolving around us, like two cars on a highway taking turns overtaking each other. With the Earth and quasi-moon taking turns passing each other, the quasi-moon appears to be moving around us, Ponterio said, making it easier to visualize for those new to astronomy. But here's where it gets controversial. As this asteroid's orbit evolves, it will transition into what's called a horseshoe orbit. This means it will seem to swing back and forth across the sky, zipping past Earth on the inside lane before looping back outside and decelerating. Some astronomers might argue this makes it more moony than we give it credit for, blurring the lines between temporary visitors and permanent companions. Is a quasi-moon just a fancy name for an asteroid in disguise, or does it deserve a spot in the Moon Club? That's a debate worth pondering. Earth isn't new to these fleeting relationships. Astrophysicists from Northeastern University have recorded 6 other partial, temporary, or quasi-moons in Earth's vicinity. For instance, in 2024, a mini-moon, another asteroid, briefly joined our orbit for about 2 months, offering a taste of what's possible. But 2025 PN7 is playing the long game, promising to stay for much longer and giving scientists a rare extended window to study it. This intriguing object was first spotted by the Pan-STARRS telescope and Hawaii's Haleakala Observatory on August 29. Intriguingly, older data suggests it's been orbiting in this quasi-moon fashion for 6 decades already. We just hadn't noticed. Quasi-moons like this are typically tiny and hard to spot, not visible to the naked eye or even regular telescopes. As Nicholson pointed out, this one is extraordinarily faint, with a brightness magnitude of just 26 according to NASA. For context, magnitude measures how bright an object appears. Lower numbers are brighter, like the moon at -12. So a 26 means it's dimmer than most stars, requiring powerful instruments to detect. This object is far too small dark and distant for us to see without very powerful telescopes, so the average person will not see a second moon in the sky, Ponterio emphasized. The Pan-STARRS setup captures repeated images of the night sky every few nights, enabling discoveries like this one. Keller Cruz, and Associate Professor of Physics and Astronomy at Hunter College in New York City, shared with ABC News how this find highlights the solar system's hidden depths. This discovery exemplifies that our solar system is comprised of far more than just the familiar planets we learn about as schoolchildren, she said. Projects like Pan-STARRS and the upcoming LSST survey with the Rubin Observatory in Chile are revolutionizing astronomy, unveiling tiny, faint objects not only in our solar system, but across the Milky Way. These projects empower us to find all of the very small and faint things lurking not just in our solar system, but also in our Milky Way galaxy, Cruz added. This new quasi-moon is just the beginning of a flood of new discoveries to come. And this is the part most people miss. As we uncover more about these quasi-moons, it raises bigger questions about exploration and ownership in space. Should we consider sending missions to study them, or are they just passing curiosities? Some might see them as potential resources for future space travel, while others worry about the risks of asteroids getting too close. What do you think? Does this quasi-moon deserve our attention, or is it overhyped? Agree or disagree in the comments. I'd love to hear your take on whether this changes how we view Earth's cosmic neighborhood.